Hello, my name is Saya and welcome to my channel. Today we will connect with Spirit for your daily self-love reading. Be advised that I do not read reversals. Also remember that time is fluid and these messages will connect with you if they are meant for you. If the messages do not resonate with you, do not try to make them fit. Take what does and leave behind the rest. I have cleansed the cards and space. Now let's begin. My hands are so small. Trying to shuffle this deck. It's a little difficult. Villain, nostalgia, spaceship, homeward, mural, red. So the message that's coming through today is that you need to prioritize yourself. A little bit more focus on yourself. It seems as if, we are sitting in an energy of thinking back to a past time where things may not work out the way that we wanted them to work out. And sometimes when we sit in our thoughts of the past, it's great to reflect on the past, but it's kind of like when you're looking out your mirror, when you're driving your side mirror, where things are closer to you, what seem bigger than they actually are. It's always great when you sit back and you try to reflect and you think about the part that you played in a certain situation. But I always say, put a time limit on it. Don't sit in that energy too long. What matters now is the here and the now. Is great again to be reflective and to say, you know what, this is the part that I played. Okay, I did this person did this, and that's even when the card come in villain. It's always great to accept and acknowledge the part that we played in any situation that we played, but it's also great to get out of that energy. Sit back, reflect, forgive yourself, acknowledge and forgive yourself, and then move away from that energy. Take the lessons of that situation, and just like what the card says, rewrite the story, be a better version of yourself. So when a situation like that arrives again, you can operate and you can present a better version of yourself. We're not perfect. We're not going to always do things right. Sometimes we aren't the best friend, sister, brother, mother, but what we can do is we can look at those situations and we can say, how can I improve? And that's where the nostalgia card, how can I improve? Okay, what part did I play? How can I be better to myself and be better to other people? And that's where you take the lessons of those situations and just from that overall situation and just be better moving forward. We cannot change anything in the past because the past no longer exists. What we can do is focus on the here and now. So just be a better version of yourself. Strive for that. That's what I tell myself daily is I just want to be a good person. And I say that to myself to remind myself that I know I'm not perfect. All I can do is try to be better than what I was yesterday. Be better to myself. Be kind to myself. Say kind things to myself. Because how you treat yourself is how you're going to treat other people. It's like your inner reality creates an outer form, and how you treat other people is kind of a perspective or a projection of how you feel about yourself. So just be kind to yourself and just try to be the best version of yourself you can be. And it's going to be days you're going to be crappy. I have days where I have my moods, but hey, the next day, all right, God, you gave me another day, let's go on and be great this day. This card right here, Be your own first priority. That's important. You cannot give somebody what you do not have. You cannot pour into a cup where it's not, there's no reciprocity, where people aren't pouring into you. So make sure you prioritize your happiness. You prioritize yourself first. You pour into yourself, because when you pour into yourself and your cup is full, then it's easy for you to pour into somebody else. You know what I mean? Like you can't deplete yourself and then now you dry and then you still trying to pour into somebody else. Like that's just so not gonna work. Right here, spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. And what that means again is kind of prioritizing yourself is don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to be different. We are created differently because we are meant to stand out. We are not meant to fit in. It's so great, you know, when you could connect to people and you could fit in. But I'm telling you, the most unique people and the most beautiful thing about everyone is your uniqueness. That is like your fingerprint. It's like one of a kind, and you are created that way on purpose. So don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to embrace the things that you like. You know, that is when you do that, it's like when you truly are stepping into the essence of you or who you're supposed to be, you know, and it's just a beautiful thing. So just don't be afraid to do what you want to do for you, to be unique, be you, go after what you go after, you know, don't be afraid. So again, the big theme, it seems, with this reading is right here, take yourself out on a date. Again, prioritizing yourself, taking time out for yourself. That's important. Forgiving again is not for the other person. It is for the other person, but it's really for yourself. It's for yourself because we hold on to those mental chains like, gosh darn it, I done did this to that person, and you feel guilty and bad, and you beating yourself up. You beating yourself up. So again, you acknowledge, you accept, you forgive, and you let go. That's important. So forgive and let go. Let's not focus on it. We know what part we played. Now let's just be a better version going forward. And villain, you can always rewrite the story. You know, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. Sometimes in other people's stories, we're going to be the villain. People aren't going to know our side, but when you operating on being a good person, it doesn't even matter how somebody is trying to depict you to be the bad person. It's just not, it can't even be real because you are constantly working on yourself to be a better person every single day. You know what I mean? So that's all that's important. So this is the message that I have for you today, is to prioritize yourself, spend a little bit more time with yourself, focus on yourself, love yourself. Don't be afraid to be different. Yes, let's go ahead and we can sit back and we can think about the things that are past, but focusing on the here and now is important. Accepting the role that we played in our past situations is important, but we acknowledge, we accept, we forgive, and we let go. Forgive and let go. And you can always rewrite your story. Every day we got a new opportunity to live our life differently. You can always rewrite every part of your story. You are the author of your story. You direct it, you can end it, you can cast out characters, you can add new characters. When you start looking at life like that, then you understand the power that you hold. So this is the message that I have for you today. I'm going to leave this with you in love and light.